find the greatest common factor. We have a mix of numbers and letters, so we have to figure out the prime factorization of the numbers and find the letter with the smallest exponent. So looking at the 18, I see that that is 9 times 2, and the 9 is 3 times 3. Looking at the 12, I know that is 3 times 4, and the 4 is 2 times 2. So when I go for the matching, I have a 3 here, and I have a 3 here, so I'm going to use that. I have another 3, but no other 3's here, so I can't use that 3. I have a 2, and I have a 2. I'm going to use that. I have an extra 2, can't use it. So for the number part, it is 3 times 2, which gives me 6. For the letter part, I have an A here, but no A there. So I cannot include the A. So my greatest common factor is 6, and that's it. Looking over at this problem, I have numbers and letters again, coefficient and a variable. Here, I have a number, but here there's none written, so I can multiply a 1 in if I need to. I don't need to though. All I'm trying to find is the greatest common factor. Since there's no number written here, the greatest common factor part of the numbers is 1. For the letters, I go to the smallest exponent, and I see that I have 4. So I have my greatest common factor is y raised to the 4th power. Looking at this, again I have numbers and letters. So I need to figure out what can I factor out for the numbers. 5, that's a prime number in and of itself. So I want to check to see, can I divide this by 5? Can I divide that by 5? Yes. So I can factor a 5 out of this. I have an x here. I have to check, do I have x's in the other terms? Yes, yes, yes. So I know I can take at least one x out of this. Now I have to find my smallest exponent. 3, 2, understood 1. So that 1 is the smallest exponent. So that's just an x. Next I see y's. Y, y, y. It's in all 3 terms. So I know I can take at least one y out. Looking at my exponent here, I see that it's an understood 1, so I don't need to write an exponent down. And there is my answer. Let's do 2 more of these, and we'll move forward. We have x to the 9, y to the 6. Plus x to the 3, y to the 5, minus x to the 4, y to the 3, plus x to the 3, y to the 3. And I'm going to write the other one down also. For that one we have 2/5 y to the 7 minus 4/5 y to the 5 plus 3/5 y squared minus 2/5 y. So looking at the top one up here, all I see are letters with exponents on them. So my greatest common factor is going to be letters with exponents. I have x's in all of my terms, so I know I'm going to have an x. I look for my smallest exponent. 9, 3, 3 is winning so far. 4, 3, third power, that's my smallest. I have a y in each of these, so I'm going to have a y. Again, I'm looking for my smallest exponent, a 6 and a 5. Well, the 5 is winning so far. 5 compared to 3, the 3 is winning. 3 compared to 3, it's the same thing. My exponent is 3. And there's my answer. Looking at this with the fractions. People don't like fractions. You want to get rid of the fractions first, if you can. So since this is all adding and subtracting, what I need to do first is look to see, do I have a common denominator? 5, 5, 5, 5. Yes, I have a common denominator. So I am going to pull that fraction out to the front. So I am going to write 1/5 times all of this, and I'm going to get rid of that fraction. So what I have now is 1/5 times 2y to the 7 minus 4y to the 5 plus 3y squared minus 2y. Not done yet. But looking at that, that is a lot easier to think about than fractions. So now I need to pull out any other numbers that I can pull out. 2 and 4, yeah, I could pull out a 2 maybe. 2 and 3, no, nothing common there. So I'm done with my number parts. Now I have to look at my letters. Y to the 7, well, first off, let's make sure we have y's and everything. Yes, 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 okay. Looking at my exponents, 7 compared to 5, so far 5 is winning. 5 compared to 2, 2 is winning. 2 compared to understood 1, the understood 1 is winning. So I'm going to factor out one of those y's. So now I have 1/5 y, open parentheses, and I'm going to subtract 1 from each of these. So 2y to the 6 minus 4y to the 4th plus 3y to the 1 minus 2y to the 1 minus 1 gives me 0, which means I don't need to write the y down at all. And typically we do not write the exponent 1 there, so I don't need to include that. So this in red at the bottom, that is my greatest common factor for this problem.